7:39 right here at Rising. It's easy to put healthy eating habits to the side when we're sitting around binge watching Netflix shows or, even just scrolling on social media. Well, we tend to reach for chips or candy or all other kinds of unhealthy foods, and we have a hard time stopping. Well, it's called zombie eating, and it's easy to fall into if you're not paying attention. And it can be dangerous. With me this morning is Sara Hofmeier. She is the Executive Director of Outpatient Services at Veritas Collaborative. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We got you back in here.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
So if we think about this, lots of us eat this way and don't even realize it.
Absolutely.
But we need to realize it because this can be a problem.
Yeah, so when we think about zombie eating, right, it's this mindless, distracted kind of eating where we're not really paying attention to what we're eating or even how we're responding to it, right? Again, it's easy to sit down, grab your favorite snacks, some popcorn, your favorite candy, watch Netflix, scroll on Instagram, and just kind of graze without paying attention to it.
And then it can turn into a dangerous habit because you say this can oftentimes or sometimes lead to an eating disorder.
Yeah, so again, by itself, it's not a problem, right? We all snack, we all kind of munch. When we think about the development of eating disorders, it's really that transition from kind of an occasional behavior that's not that concerning to a pattern that feels out of control, hard to stop, and in some way like it's interfering with our day-to-day life.
Because just let me be honest here and admit that I can eat the big bag of Cheetos or Cheese Puffs in one sitting while I'm watching television.
Absolutely.
I don't feel so great about myself.
So when we think, not a problem. Yeah, so when we think about eating disorders, right, we think about that difference between behavior, kind of habit versus pattern and an impairment that we can't change, right? So when we think about eating disorders at Veritas and when we screen with individuals who are expressing concern about their eating, we're really helping them differentiate between, is this a behavior that I engage in sometimes that maybe sometimes I do not love so much, but also can stop and can change, versus is this a behavior that I feel like I can't stop if I want to, I feel like it's out of control, it's causing problems for me, right? I'm thinking about food and I don't want to be thinking about food. I'm buying food that I don't actually mean to be buying. I'm eating at times that I'm not even hungry and I don't even want to be consuming food. So it's that difference between something that happens sometimes and something that becomes out of control and unable to be stopped.
So those are a few signs. Are there any more like telltale signs that we should notice?
So again, the big telltale sign and the thing that we really think about at Veritas and we talk to folks about is those three things, right? Pattern of eating, it has some level of impairment, it's interfering with life for you. And it's causing some kind of preoccupation, right? These things are showing up ways that you don't feel like you can control or stop on your own.
Okay, so great information there. Even more important information is where do you go to get help?
Exactly. So there are lots of things that at Veritas we really want folks to be able to think about and pay attention to as they think about their relationship with food and when you might be experiencing a problem. So the first thing we encourage folks to think about is, what does your pattern of eating look like? How can we make sure you have a regular pattern of eating with predictable times between meals and snacks to nourish yourself well? The second thing we ask folks to think about is, how am I feeling physically? Am I hungry? Am I full? And can I listen to that, right? If I want more, let myself eat more. If I'm full, it's okay to stop. And then the third is, how am I thinking about food in general? Am I thinking about unhealthy food, good food, bad food, or am I allowing all food to have a place in my life? If I like Cheetos, can I let myself have some Cheetos versus putting those Cheetos off limits and then creating a pattern that makes them feel tempting and bad?
Allow yourself at least 10.
Exactly.
All right.
And then the last part is really making sure that you reach out for help, right? So if you are feeling like you or your loved one are having a concern with food, it's never too early to reach out. At Veritas, we believe in early detection and early intervention. So reach out to us or to anybody in your local community to see if you can get support related to your relationship with food.
All right, Sara, thank you so much for being here. Valuable information, all right?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're quite welcome. A $5 purchase ends up buying one man a lifestyle that's lots of dreams. People have lots of dreams about getting themselves the good luck he had that led him to a lifetime fortune.